Yo, what is good, YouTube, and welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about what y'all see on screen right there, the MyTEAM COLISEUM, how to get it. I understand a lot of people could truly care less about the MyTEAM COLISEUM. It is an arena, I understand, but I will also say last year, for whatever reason, my video on how to get the fireball and some of those other ball rewards is one of the most watched videos in the history of my channel. So people out there care. So I'm just going to drop a quick video talking about how to get this MyTEAM COLISEUM because I think this is something that people actually do care about and want to get. Before we hop into the video, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 20,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day. Would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. Well, without further ado, let's hop right into it. Not going to waste y'all's time. Let's just hop right into it. Let's talk about it. So I have already completed 1 out of 8, which is the 1,000 player cards that you have to have collected. I have already completed that. So that one was automatic. There are 7 other agendas that you have to complete. And once you complete all 8 of these agendas, you get rewarded with the MT Coliseum, as well as a couple other smaller individual rewards, starting with a diamond shoe for 1,000 player cards. The first one here we see is earning 1 unlimited ring. That is something I will do this weekend. And for the people out there who are not big unlimited online players, that might frustrate them. But I will say, if you're not a big unlimited online player, there's a chance your SBMM might be kind of low as well. So you might match up against pretty easy matchups, and you could always try overall cheesing as well. Either way, you got to get 1 unlimited ring to complete this MyTEAM Coliseum. So you're going to have to get out of your comfort zone and get in that MyTEAM Unlimited if you are an offline player, if you do want to get this court. So second one is a 100-point domination win. This should not be too hard, I would think. All I would honestly recommend is just go into rookie domination against one of the worst current teams on the lowest difficulty possible. Just like basically load up domination, come over here to current domination, one of the worst teams. What is the worst team like preseason in the league? Like, I don't even have the second set of domination unlocked because I never played any domination really, but I guess a lot of people have a lot more domination unlocked than me. Like, you could go play against the Pistons or the Wizards or whoever it may be. Like, even for me, I would probably just go play against the Nets or the Raptors or something, and I think I would likely still be fine. Just play on the lowest difficulty and use your best scorers, and I think at this point in the year, with how easy current domination is and how bad those teams are, it really shouldn't be too hard to complete that agenda at this point in the year with how good the cards are now. Winning a triple threat offline game with 21 points. This one, again, I think should be pretty easy, especially now at the beginning of the season where everybody's record in triple threat offline has reset and you are now on semi-pro. I think this will be definitely at its easiest to complete while the game difficulty is on semi-pro and triple threat. Again, I would probably recommend doing something along the lines of this type of lineup, except you want to use a guy you know is a very, very competent scorer, but also a capable defender who can do both at a high level. And you can use a high overall card if you want. Like, for example, I don't think it would be a bad idea to use somebody like Pink Diamond Kobe for me that I definitely trust. I like the dynamic duo of Hakeem Wark and Stromal Swift. 2 athletic, good rebounding bigs, good screen setters, that type of stuff. Not the craziest defenders, but I will say you can also just, like, to make sure you stay on semi-pro, if you give up points, you could just quit the game and then load into another game. You can quit the game if you match up against bad matchups, if you want to try to make sure that you match up against an easier matchup that's not going to have as many good scores. Like, the reason that I use Warwick and Strift is because it's still going to match me up against golds because they're base gold cards, but their dynamic duo makes them sapphires, even though it will still register them as golds for the opponents that you're going to get. So overall, I think something like this will be your best bet for that agenda. But again, I don't think that agenda is all that hard either if you just, again, know what you're doing. Perfect from 3, 7 3-pointers and shooting 103% from 3 with a player in triple threat offline game. This should be really easy on semi-pro again. Don't think that one should be any of a challenge whatsoever, so that one I don't think will be a problem. 4-pointers, make 4-4-pointers and shoot 100% from the field with a player in a clutch time offline game. Just like I've said with the previous ones, on semi-pro, I don't think this should be too hard as long as you use a guy with Hoff Limitless and a great release and you shoot good shots. Just gonna have to make all 4-4-pointers you attempt in a game. If you fail it, you can always quit to make sure that you stay in semi-pro and don't advance. But again, I don't think this one should be all that hard of a challenge. The last 2 might be a little bit more challenging. I guess this one isn't that hard. Win a game using 13 or Ruby or higher graded players because it doesn't say online. So you just have to make sure you have 13 Ruby or higher cards that are graded, which might require some people to grade some cards if they haven't graded cards. So it might take some time to get those cards graded. But overall, that's not that hard of a challenge. This last challenge is the hardest challenge, winning a salary cap game using 13 Sapphire or under players. To me, this feels like something that would be really, really hard to do organically, but I think it probably will not be all that hard to load into salary cap and find somebody who is eventually willing to give you a win doing this challenge, because I think a lot of people are going to be out there trying to complete this challenge. So for me personally, I would just recommend loading into salary cap, hopping on the mic, sending an Xbox message, sending a PlayStation message, whatever, asking your opponents for a win. If they don't give you the win, you know what? It is what it is, but hopefully somebody eventually will give you a win or whatever, and make this easy, or you just match up against somebody bad, a bad team, whatever the case may be, and it winds up being an easier win anyway. So regardless, I will say I don't have a problem with this type of concept. I don't love the fact that this was one of the main things that 2K promoted in their courtside report for Season 5 in MyTEAM. I think that's ridiculous. I don't think that's a great sign, but I think stuff like this is kind of cool. It's kind of like a real world, what's it called? The Astrodome in Houston. Like, I think this is pretty neat, having an arena like this, and I would assume it actually does look very cool in game. I may complete these agendas at some point actually to make sure that I do get this. Obviously the rest of the war rewards, I would say none of these are anything special. A logo reward pack, a badge pack, as well as a diamond shoe boost, a sharpshooter pack, or a couple sharpshooter packs, sorry, and then a rim protector pack and a perimeter defender pack. Definitely not particularly exhilarating rewards or anything along those lines, but as a whole, it's something that's worth doing. People are going to do it. I know there are people out there who get excited about this type of stuff. I will say the Fireball being RNG in packs this year is very strange to me. I don't love the fact that a lot of those ball rewards are gatekept behind that type of stuff this year. I think this type of customization, this type of flexibility, this type of cool type of content, it may not be player-based content, but there is a market for this type of content for sure, and an audience for it. So I certainly have no problems with them adding stuff like that, and I think it can certainly be kind of neat. But with that being said, I think I have rambled long enough, so hopefully this makes it pretty easy for y'all if y'all are wondering how to do this. If you're having any problems with any of these challenges, feel free to leave a comment and I'll let you know if there's anything else that I could potentially help you out with. And if you do enjoy the video, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.